It's officially official. D'Angelo Russell finally has his own signature shoe. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and breakdown on these potential bad boys right here. This is the Way of Wade DLo 1. And yes, I understand that D'Angelo Russell has had many models with the Way of Wade brand, but this is his first official signature shoe. So this is actually his. It's not a PE for him or a team model made up for him. It's not the Way of Wade 1 tweaked just for him. This is his official signature shoe, so let's go ahead and talk about it. First things first, this is the box. I do not know if they're all gonna have the same graphic or if this graphic is tied into the specific colorway. On the Way of Wade site, it says that this colorway is dubbed energy drink, but there is another colorway as well, so I'm assuming this is the same box, but you never know. However, I do like the logo prominently featured. I actually like that it plays into his little like nickname or moniker, deloading, because you can see that it's like a loading symbol. It's pretty sick. Ice in my veins on the side. And the product itself for $120, I gotta say, isn't half bad. I will also say that I have not been a fan of his previous, I don't know what you would call them, just the team shoes that he actually wears that they assign to him. They've been extremely narrow, so narrow to the point that I can't wear them personally, but those with narrow feet love them. This is not quite as narrow as those, but we will talk about the fit in just a moment. But first, the traction feels amazing. The rubber itself is the Wade brand's Tough RB rubber. This stuff is gonna be durable for both indoors and outdoors. It also feels extra tacky and extra grippy when I wear them on our stage that has the basketball floor. They're just ultra grippy. It feels amazing. Dust might not affect these too bad with some simple wipes here and there. Obviously, everything's going to really depend on the type of court that you play on, the surface, the condition of the court, like whether the lacquer is good or not. But so far, I think that this feels very impressive. One of the things that I really like about them also is the kind of like torsion pieces that they put on here. They do have a Midfoot Pro Bar lock system, which is basically this TPU panel right here. Is great for torsion rigidity, which is awesome. And then they have what they call a butterfly plate right here at the midfoot, and this also coincides with that midfoot plate, but it's not connected in the middle, so it gives you just a little bit more of like a lighter weight feel. However, in addition to being torsionally rigid, I feel like this butterfly shaped one, as it extends into the forefoot, really adds a nice little pop to it, so it just feels like it's going to be almost like a propulsion plate too. Now the cushion is a dual density setup. It's got full length boom, so this is where like things get really interesting, because this is a pretty much a lower price shoe. $120 I know is not cheap, but it's also not super expensive, like in the grand realm of like the basketball shoe market. I would say that $150 and up is where you start to get premium products, or at least premium sounding products, or premium priced products. You might not get premium, but yeah. However, with $120 you get full length cushion, which again is their boom cushion. That's the Wade and Li-Ning's like top tier. So getting that type of cushion in a lower price model, I think, is a great move. And on top of that, the dual density setup actually comes from a partial carrier, and it's been dubbed the Light Foam Ultra. Mostly it's in the heel, slightly underfoot, but not too much. It does feel really good. I'm pretty sure it's just for like additional stability. Sometimes boom could be a little too soft and a little too bouncy. So having that be there is gonna kind of like contain that a little bit. But you can see the boom poking through at the midfoot, and despite what the outsole looks like, those 3 white dots are not boom, it's actually rubber. So yeah, the cushion feels great, and on top of that, it's a wonderful insole. It's not like a great insole, but this feels way better than a lot of the fluffy stuff that you'll get in other models. So it's semi-dense. It's got a nice little step-in feel to it, but it also feels like it'll last. Now the upper is not impressive. It's basically what you'd expect from a modern day basketball shoe. A lot of textiles, a lot of TPUs or hot melt material, the fuse, if you will. And it's pretty much making up the entire shoe. I'm not sure if the other colorway is the same, but either way, this is what this particular pair has. I will say that one of the things that I like is that you can actually see and feel the ventilation zones in the forefoot and the midfoot. So you can actually like see directly through it when you're looking at it. You can also feel it too. There's direct cutouts underneath the textile. So a lot of good airflow is going to be offered in this. Again, great for indoors, great for outdoors. And that also moves up to the tongue as well, where you've got that open-celled mesh, and it just feels good. The rear material is a synthetic, and then you can see the deloading logo right there on the heel as well. There is an internal heel counter, and that should work well with all the other support features that are offered on the shoe. And then in terms of fit, they do still fit pretty narrow. They just don't fit as narrow as the previous models that I've tried. However, I will say that right here at the base of the lace, they were a little bit tight for me. Hopefully that breaks in, but if you just wanted a slight visual, this is just a normal insole, and then you've got their insole on top of that. You can see the extra space coming off. So again, they are slightly narrow. I would say that if you wore the previous models that he was attached to, which are the Wade Iceblood series, order the same size as those. And again, if those didn't work out for you due to them being extremely narrow, this probably will be the same thing. Now, with all of that being said, what is today's user submitted question of the day?
If you could bring back a Jordan shoe / pack, which one would it be? For me, I would want the Air Jordan 1 High color pack from 2011 to be released again.
Jordan 1 High color pack. Hold on a second. I just want to see what those look like. Not a fan of those. They look incomplete. I don't like that look, and I don't like the tongues. Although, if they were to re-release, they would make them like they do with current highs, which I would say is gonna be like way better than that. So that'd be really cool for this particular person. That's not a true like pack. It's a pack, but like they're all sold separately. So like, it could be anything. So,
Originally, I was thinking they were like the duos.
The duo, oh, that's what I was thinking, like a box package. Maybe I'll do both, like a single shoe and then a pack.
C'est la vie.
If I were to bring back a pack, what would it be? I mean, my first thought would be the DMP pack, but they did release both of those sort of separately. They definitely released the 6s. The 11s were the Gratitudes, so kind of, but I think it's close enough. But I just think that the package for that particular product was like some next level. Plus, I think it was the first pack ever, and that was really cool. I just want to throw in the Old Love, New Love pack, because if they made those properly, like not as mids, but as highs, or as OGs, or as 85 cuts, oh my God, that would be awesome. And can we just please give a nice cool shout out to the Countdown packs? Underrated, underrated. I know that some of the shoes together weren't the most hyped up thing. People did not really love having to buy the Jordan 22s with an Air Jordan 1, but still, it was really dope, dude. Like, that was a great time to be a sneakerhead. If I were to bring back one single shoe, I mean, we're getting a lot of them that I wanted, like the Grapes, the White Cements. This is an oddball one, and a lot of people probably are not gonna agree with me, but I would love another opportunity, because I did not grab them when they originally released, and I wish that I did. But the Air Jordan 20 3/4 cut. It's the most random. It only came out in one colorway, and they were like white, black, and cherry wood. They were so dope. Actually, that reminds me, the Jordan 16 cherry woods, that would be awesome too. Although I wouldn't mind the gingers either. I think that those are much more of today's time than they were back then. But the Jordan 20 3/4 cut, it's just a random shoe. It didn't have the stupid ankle collar, the weird thing that came up here, and it took off the midfoot strap as well. It was such a clean look for the shoe, and I love, not just lows, but like I love the way that shoes look with a weird toe thing on it, like a toe stripe or whatever, you know what I mean? Like I think that they look so slick like that. So yeah, that would probably be my pick. I know it's super random. A lot of people probably like, what the f is that? But trust me, dude, they were sick. But what about you guys? If you were to pick one Air Jordan, I would say one Air Jordan plus an Air Jordan pack. I guess it doesn't have to be a full-on tiered pack, like with the drawers or the openings and stuff like that, you know, sold together. Sound off below and let us know what they would be. On top of all of that, what do you think about D'Angelo Russell getting his first official signature shoe? Do you think it was warranted? Or is this one where you think like, not really necessary? Sound off in the comment section. I would love to know your guys' thoughts. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next one. So until then, y'all have a good one.